Welcome to Maths and Science by IITian channel. In this lecture, I wanted to guide NEET Physics aspirants to score the maximum possible in the NEET examination in physics. I'll tell how to approach the examination and how to score and how to get the concepts cleared so that you can easily attempt the examination questions which are mainly concept based rather than by hearting the formulae. And we'll try to see, I want to start a course on concepts clearing for physics, especially for NEET aspirants for physics examination, so that you will score the highest. Instead of by hearting the formula, instead of collecting the information or reading more and more books, I will give you in this lecture as an introductory lecture, I will give 5 strategic points or 5 strategic ways in which we can score high in, especially in physics. And physics can be understood or can be easily answered, the questions can be easily answered when we stick to the concept of dimensional analysis. Once you are very thorough with the units and dimensions, then physics will be on your fingertips. And we will start from units and dimensions and we will go up to the semiconductors, diodes, and up to modern physics. We will cover all the topics in this course. I want to start a course and I have a YouTube channel, that is Maths and Science by IITian, and I am an IITian. I want to teach physics for my NEET aspirants. How to write the examination well, how to score well, and how to grasp the concepts in the physics rather than by hearting the formulae. We will go one by one each step now. What is our target? Here question is our target. How to achieve the target? 160 plus marks in NEET 2027. The scoring of the marks definitely depends upon how you grasp the subject, how you understand the subject, and how the concepts are taken into you, and how you apply the concepts in the real examination. Target, if the target is 160 plus, it doesn't mean that you will always be striving for the target itself. You please see how to make a path, how to make a way, so that you try to grasp the maximum concepts. In this, as I told you, the units and measurements chapter in NCERT class 11 is the most important chapter, from where whenever you have a doubt in physics, you please try to see that left hand side units are equal to the right hand side units. When left hand side units are equal to the right hand side units, that means your physics formula is good. If it is not so, then your physics formula is not correct. That requires a correction. That requires revisit of the notes. that requires re-understanding the concepts. With this concept you move on, you will be able to achieve your target of understanding the concepts well and doing better. The first step what I suggest is, do not read more books. Concentrate yourself on NCERT books. By reading every line, every concept, every paragraph, including the footnotes, 100% thoroughly. Read and try to understand 100% of this NCERT book. Once you understand thoroughly the NCERT book, then your 80 to 90% problem is solved. That means you are on the right path of clearing your syllabus, completing your syllabus, and understanding the concepts. For example, I will give you a small example where this particular thing will apply. A question given in NEET 2026, sorry, it says, in a spring mass system, you please try to understand what is a system. System is a arrangement of different components. Here spring and mass are arranged or connected in a specific way. Spring mass system means it's not something complicated or a rocket science to understand. A spring is there. Spring you might have seen many places since your childhood. Even in your bicycles springs are there, motorcycles springs are there. Even in your hairpins springs are there. Nail cutters springs are there. There is a spring connected to a mass. A spring is connected to a mass. Then, when it has simple harmonic oscillation, simple harmonic motion, that means when you stretch the spring or loosen the spring or the spring comes back to its original position, stretch it, again it comes back with the restoring force. Then in a system, in a spring, force is equal to minus kx, where k is the spring constant. On this a question is given in NEET 2026 which can be solved in a 10 to 15 seconds time. The amount of time you take for reading the question, the same amount of time, 15 or 20 seconds, you will be able to solve it once you have the concept. Here it is given, the spring is stretched to a distance of x. Extension of the spring is x. At that particular point of time, it's moving with a velocity v. When xv plane is made, it is a circle. Very simple. Try to understand the concepts like this. This is x, xv, sorry. This is x and this is v. When it is a circle, what is the formula? X square plus v square is equal to some r square. Do you agree? This is the basic formula for a circle. This is what is given. This is the basic formula for a circle. Then it was asked to us, what is the relation between k and m? How simple it is, you just see. I will apply the energy conservation principle. What is the total energy? Total mechanical energy in a system? Kinetic energy plus potential energy. This is the basic concept. What are the basic concepts we are utilizing here? Circle formula, which we have learnt in our 10th class, and total mechanical energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. What is the total energy in a SHM system? Half into k into a square is equal to kinetic energy half mv square. You all know. Potential energy is half kx square. Now, it should represent a circle. When it will represent a circle? I want x square plus y square is equal to r a square. This is the circle formula. That means v square plus x square is equal to some r square. R. From this what we will get? V square by r square plus x square by r square is equal to 1. That's what we should get. If I write in this fashion, half k a square is equal to half m v square plus half k x square, it implies half of get cancelled. You just see how simple it is. Very simple. To make this 1, what I have to do? I have to divide everything by this particular value. This implies 1 is equal to mv square by ka square plus kx square by ka square. What happened? I am just only showing step by step so that you will understand the concept very clearly. You need not do, you can do it fast also. K get cancelled. This will be v square by a square into k by m plus x square by a square is equal to 1. What is the circle equation? V square by R square plus X square by R square is equal to 1. That implies this particular portion should be equal to this particular portion. Are you able to follow? A square into K by M is equal to A square. That implies K by M is equal to 1. That implies K is equal to M. How much time it took? For me explaining it may took few minutes, but for you to do it there it will be very easy, very easy. Make potential energy plus kinetic energy is equal to total mechanical energy, and from the given condition that xv plot is a circle, you make x square by r square plus y square by r square is equal to 1. Compare these two and get the relation between k is equal to m. This is the answer. Very simple answer. My first principle is try to everything is there in NCERT, your textbook only. Nothing is come out of the textbook. It is only application of your concepts in the examination. Reading every line and understanding it, getting the concepts will make you more and more confident to write the examination. If you cannot understand in one stance, you please reread it. And I have released more than 350 videos from my channel, Maths and Science by IITian. More than 350 videos on mathematics and more than 70 videos on physics. Please see them for concepts. And now here I want to start a fresh course starting from units and measurements and taking up to atomic physics, modern physics. Now, you make your own formula sheet. Don't try to by heart the formula. Try to derive the formula like this what I have shown you, and you make your own formula sheet and repeatedly read it every day. Don't neglect even a simple formula also. Don't try to understand from where it has come, how it has come, and why it is so. Then that is the second, prepare your own formula sheet. Understand concepts behind them. Now, third one is try to solve the last 10 years question papers. Last 10 years question papers. For the syllabus what you have completed, so that you will be thorough. And if there is any lag in understanding the concept, please see my videos. At the same time, please read the NCERT book again and again. And if you have still doubt, you can put in a comment if you want any clarification on any part of the subject. Avoid silly mistakes by just doing it fast. And if you have only the knowledge of the formula, it's not sufficient fully, you should have the concept. Here you see in the first example what I have shown, It is not only the concept of the formula for the circle which you have read in your 10th class. At the same time, the formula of potential energy, conservation of energy, total mechanical energy formula. On the same, we'll just see another example which can be solved in seconds. If you know the concept, you can solve these problems in seconds. Nothing is tough. Things are very easy. It is regarding collision. Why I am taking up the NEET 2026 question paper and explaining how you have to go for clearing your concepts, because NEET 2026 the multiple concepts are made into a single problem and the problems are asked. If you know the concepts clearly and grasp the concepts clearly, you will be easily able to score high. For example, it's a pendulum problem. There is a pendulum. A bob is there, B, with a mass m, and another mass m is coming with a velocity of 10 meters per second and hitting this bob elastically. The concept here is elastically collided. What is the meaning of elastic collision, inelastic collision? When we know that concept clearly, then we will be able to do this problem very easily in one step, in 15 seconds, not more than that. When a mass A hits the bob B elastically, then what is the height to which this bob B moves? That height we have to calculate. A is 10 meters per second. String length is 10 meters. Mass is not given. Now, elastically collided. This is the important observation we have to make. While reading the question, you try to understand what is the heart of the question. Against which concept the question is being asked. It is about the collision, types of collision. Here, I will only explain for you types of collision. In types of collision, whenever there is a collision, there will be momentum change, there will be energy change, kinetic energy, and there is a coefficient of restitution. These things, when I go into the total details, I will explain everything, don't worry. Here it is elastic collision. In elastic collision, what happens? Momentum is conserved. Please make a note of it. Momentum is conserved. Kinetic energy is conserved. And coefficient of restitution E is equal to 1. In inelastic collision, momentum is conserved. Kinetic energy is not conserved. Please make a note of it. Not conserved. Why it is happening so, I will explain when I am going into the details of work, power and energy, that chapters and collision chapter. I will explain in detail. Don't worry. You please try to understand the way how you should read your physics subject. Now here what is given? Another is perfectly inelastic. It is conserved momentum. In all the cases, momentum is conserved. Kinetic energy, highest loss. Kinetic energy is lost here, and coefficient of restitution is 0. Don't by heart this table. I will make you understand step by step, point by point, when I go into full details of the chapter. Now, here what is given here? Elastic collision. In elastic collision, what is there? Momentum is conserved. And kinetic energy is conserved, or energy is conserved. Now, for your understanding, I will explain for 2 minutes, but you will not take more than 15 seconds to solve this. Bob a mass A, is moving with a velocity 10 meters per second and hitting a Bob B, which is at rest. That means initial velocity UB is equal to 0. UA is equal to 10 and UB is equal to 0 and final velocity VA is equal to 0. Because once it hits, it stops there. VA is equal to 0. Initial velocity of A is equal to 10. Final velocity of A is 0. U is equal to initial velocity and V is equal to, let us say, final velocity. This is in conformity with our physical notations. That means M is same. M is equal to M1 is equal to M2. That means initial momentum is momentum conserved, let us say. This is only for your understanding I am doing it. So that a sample I want to tell you how easy the things are. M1 into UA plus M2 into M1, M2 is M only. Let me say M only. Why I should write M1, M2 and all those? Same M, mass is not given. M into UA plus M into UB is equal to M into VA plus M into VB. Now, gone, both sides. VI is, UA is 10, 10 plus UB is 0 is equal to VA is 0 plus VB. And also it is given coefficient of restitution is equal to 1. This implies VB is equal to 10 meters per second. From one concept we have got this. And what is another concept? Another concept is the kinetic energy whatever is gained by Bob B is converted to potential energy because it has gained a height of h. It is converted to potential energy because total energy is conserved. By finding the formula, by using the conservation of momentum principle, we got the velocity of Bob B, and that same velocity is converted to potential energy. Kinetic energy is equal to potential energy gain. Kinetic energy loss is equal to potential energy gain for B. This implies what is the kinetic energy? Half mv square. This is equal to kinetic energy. That is equal to half mvb square. What is the potential energy? mgh is equal to potential energy. That implies mgh that is equal to potential energy. Now equate both of them from the principle of conservation principle. Equate both of them. mgh is equal to half mvb square. Here m get cancelled. What is the g value given here? G is equal to 10 meters per second square given. That implies 10h is equal to half into what is VB value what we have got is 10. 10 square. That means h is equal to half into 10 square by 10 that is equal to half into 10 that is equal to 5 meter. The heart of the problem is the collision is elastic. Heart is elastic collision. Once you know the concepts of the elastic collision and apply the energy principle, conservation of energy principle as in the previous example. Elastic collision and conservation of energy. By applying these two, that means here also two concepts are clubbed together to understand. That means the pattern is the way that it's not that only on one single condition or one single formula or concepts the questions are being asked. There are 2-3 concepts getting clubbed together and the questions being asked. But when you know both the concepts, the answer will be correct and you will be able to easily understand the answer, get the answer and write the answer correctly and identify the answer correctly, provided the concepts are clear. Now, till now what we have got, we have to study the POQs. 3 steps are over now. Fourth step is time management. I have a fixed syllabus. I have my NCERT book with me, an excellent book, and I have my concepts very clear. Then by applying the concepts, you should be thorough with all the concepts. Then any concept can be clubbed with any other concept and question can be asked. Please look into the formulae of your 10th class mathematics also. Please go through your class 10 mathematics. I honestly request you to go through your class 10 mathematics plus class 11 physics plus class 12 physics thoroughly. You need not do all the exercise of class 10. At least try to understand the concepts. Like in elastic electricity, charges are kept in a tetrahedron. You should be able to know what it is. Hexagon corners. One hexagon corner is kept vacant. Then what will be the net elastic force? These things will be able to understand our gravitational forces. You will be able to understand once you have the geometry with you, especially, and some mathematical formulae and some basic calculus, like what is d by dx, what is integral of dx, some basic formula. By using calculus, what happens, you will be able to solve the problem very fast. Certain things from this, what you call traditional way, they may take more time, and in non-traditional way, like going through calculus and solving it, it will be solved in seconds. In the competitive examination, we may have to go through that path also. Some calculus also you should know, so that you should know how to apply the calculus. Units, measurements, science. Fifth is, my fifth most important suggestion is units, measurements, and science. The sign convention. Rather, I can say vectors. Sign convention. Force is a vector. It has sign. Force acting in one particular direction is positive, another particular direction is negative, according to your assumption. I will speak about the vectors also. As a basic concepts, Before starting the basics 11th physics and 12th physics, I will go with class 10 mathematics, little bit of geometry and also vectors. Once you understand them, you can easily move ahead with your mathematics for physics. I'll put that and I'll try to do something on it. In each and every chapter, wherever I touch physics, I'll go with the mathematics formula also, little bit of calculus, little bit of your what you call logarithms, and little bit of vectors. Then you will understand very well the physics. Units, measurements, and sign convention. It's very, very important. And I do give some complicated questions when you see my videos, 350 plus videos or 400 videos. You see that I don't take from any book. I make the problems on my own. I put them in videos and I convert them into solutions and show the solution to the students so that you will grasp the concept. In each and every problem, each and every lecture, each and every sentence of mine, you get the concept. Please try to see my videos repeatedly. And there is one playlist in my channel. It is Physics by IITian, Thermodynamics by IITian also. Thermodynamics also I have started. Now I want to start NEET Physics with a target that in the next 6 months' time or 8 9 months' time, we'll try to finish up the subject. Let us see how far we can go. If everything goes well, I may try to finish. If anything left over, please forgive me. And I try to do my justice. And I have one website also called MATHS&SCIENCE.com. My channel is Maths YouTube channel and Science by IITian. I don't want to burden you with too much of mathematics. I wanted to teach you the practical physics. You will appreciate me so that to score high in your NEET Physics 2027, and parallelly I may go with advanced topics in physics also for Physics Olympiad and also for JEE Physics. That I will be doing it parallelly so that please try to concentrate this NEET Physics 2027 course. Please see that all the problems in this are understood, clearly done by you. If not, if you are unable to solve any problem, if you are unable to do anything, please put a comment in the comment column and I'll ensure that you will get the answer at the fastest. And sometimes you may have to use your general knowledge also. Some question, very simple question is asked in different forms of waves. That is microwave. You can see in a kitchen there will be a microwave stove will be there. Microwaves are used for warming the food. Radio waves. Nowadays in mobile we will be getting even in our cars or moving vehicles. You will get FM. FM and AM are for radio waves. From radio waves only we will get them. And for purifying, you might seen many advertisements that our purifier is ultraviolet purifier. That means water purifying. Gamma rays for treating the cancer cells. Gamma rays, X-rays, these penetrate into the body very deep, and for curing the cancer cells we use them. When I talk about the waves and their applications and types of the waves, I'll explain them in detail. That means the in whole the question paper is very easy, very simple, and if the concepts are clear, NEET 2026 question paper can be solved in not more than 20 minutes. It is not time taking also, and in seconds we can solve each problem. Only thing is that our concept should be clear. Make your concepts very clear. I'll try to do my level best to make concepts clear. Please follow me. Best of luck to everybody. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for viewing my lecture. And if there is a value addition because of this lecture to you, kindly subscribe to my channel Maths and Science by IITian, and please hype this lecture. Please share this lecture and my channel details to known people, and kindly subscribe. Thank you. Best of luck.